Hey guys, and this is the H6K vlog number. I'm not even too sure what number it is, but I'm going to assume it's number 9 or 10. 9, alright, it's 9. So this one's number 9, and I'm not going to be talking about anything about the lovely city today. Instead, I'm going to be talking about stuff that something that hasn't happened in a while to me, which is a good thing because I'm going to be talking about sleep paralysis today, and I'm glad to say that this has not happened to me in over a year. And usually I get this around twice a year, but it hasn't happened to me in over a year, so I am really grateful that it hasn't happened at all. But just recently, yesterday, my uncle got sleep paralysis, and he woke up scared to death. So I wanted to talk about this. And for those of you that don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's definitely something you would not enjoy having. It's when you're asleep and your body goes stiff, and just like a paraplegic, you can't move in your bed, but at the same time you're awake and totally conscious, and it's really scary. There's a lot of things that happen during sleep paralysis, just like you feel perhaps you can feel, you can hear, and you can see. Especially these three things. These things are very scary. Most of the time, when people feel like their body is floating, and their body is rolling, or they're drowning. Drowning, I can understand because a lot of the time, you have a hard time breathing during sleep paralysis because it feels like something's on your chest. And second, I want to be talking about you hear things. In fact, you hear many things during sleep paralysis, and you hear voices and noises that are probably not there. Most of the time, the most common, you hear screams, which is really scary, and I have no idea why you hear screams, but that is something that will happen sometimes, because that's happened to me before. I've heard screams before, uh, and other times uh, you can feel things touching you. You can feel things grabbing onto your arms or legs, and that is actually very scary too. And that's actually happened to me before too. But in reality, nothing is really there. But the last thing is probably the most scary. That hasn't happened to me yet because I don't open my eyes. Is when you open your eyes, there are possibilities of seeing hallucinations, which uh, happen just coincidentally to be very common and similar from person to person because the most common hallucinations are hags, uh, little girls, uh, demonic spirits, I guess. Like these things are common when you open your eyes. You feel evil around you, especially. So this uh, to me is something that Satan uses to attack us in when we're vulnerable, especially when we're sleeping, because we're most vulnerable when we sleep. So, as believers of Christ, I think we should be wary of this, and of course, we shouldn't fall for the traps of Satan, especially uh, making us believe in the supernatural and things that can harm us. And in reality, they're just hallucinations. They're not really there, but he can play with your mind, definitely. And that's just something we should all know about. And yeah, this kind of just popped up. I actually had something else to talk about, but I think I talked enough for today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.